Am I gonna lead on there? Don't you know that I always love you? Ooh, that sounds horrible. Well, I'm just gonna play it then.
What's up, everyone? Coach D speaks here. So recently, an evangelical pastor expressed his concern about other evangelical pastors telling him that their Trump-loving congregants have become so militant that they are even rejecting the teachings of Jesus Christ. And this is something that I have illustrated for a long time. They used to ask, what would Jesus do? Now, if you ask them, is that what Jesus would do? They basically say, screw Jesus. I mean, an evangelical pastor referenced the time when a pastor was speaking about the teachings of Christ and talked about turning the other cheek. A congregant came up to him after and said, "Where'd you get those liberal talking points?" The pastor said, "I'm literally quoting Jesus Christ." And the response was, "Yeah, I know. That doesn't work anymore. That's weak." Again, when a pastor was speaking about the teachings of Jesus Christ and talked about turning the other cheek, a congregant came up and said, Jesus Christ's teachings are liberal and weak. Now, I know some of you might be a bit confused. Some of you might be trying to understand how people could be this way. But this is easy, so easy to explain. Let me show you. Watch this video of Kari Lake first.
But, okay, who's the smart aleck? Who's the smart aleck out there? Sir, thank you. We really need President Trump. I'm going to be honest. He asked about VP, and because people ask that, we got to get President Trump to be our nominee. I know whoever he picks is going to be a great choice. And when I show up to vote for him in November of 24, whoever he picks, I'm voting for with every ounce of my being. I want him in office.
Think about this. Many people have traded church for these pseudo campaign rallies. They have replaced Jesus with Trump. People like Kari Lake are their preachers. Remember, Kari Lake isn't a politician. She isn't in office. This is not a campaign rally. This is church. And the people yelling praises at her are the congregation. They stand at their pulpit or podium and pontificate the teachings of their Lord and Savior, Donald Trump. Seriously, where do you think this comes from?
Marxists, communists, fascists indict me. I consider it a great, great, great badge of honor. I do. Because I'm being indicted for you. I am being indicted for you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
So just as Jesus was persecuted for you, Trump is being indicted for you. And that's what his disciples, surrogates, are preaching. Marjorie Taylor Greene already said this.
And I am here to tell you right now, I will vote for President Trump, even if he is in jail.
So they've already conceded that Donald Trump is probably going to prison and that he will pardon himself. And then him stepping out of prison, they will liken to Jesus's resurrection. Just watch. Charlie Kirk recently had Matt Gaetz on and tweeted out a video. This was the caption. Congressman Matt Gaetz has a bold plan he believes could immunize Donald Trump from Jack Smith's politically weaponized crusade. Bring Trump in to testify before the House as a whistleblower, thereby triggering certain pre-existing immunity protections. Will it work? No idea. A crusade, really. Okay, and listen, I watched the video so you don't have to. And Matt Gaetz's bold plan isn't bold at all. And spoiler alert, Kirk asks, will it work? No, it won't work. But the biggest problem is that what's being preached in these pseudo churches is dangerous. Here's what someone said at a recent Marjorie Taylor Greene church.
I'm going to do one more. Yes, sir.
What is the penalty for treason? Okay, we know treason has been committed, and nobody having to answer for it. Something has got to be done. It's treason. Our country, our Constitution has been stomped under the feet.
Yep.
It's written according to the Bible. Like you said, we've got to get prayers for the country. We got people got to be tried for treason.
And death penalty. Yes. Well, I think we're ending on a right note. Listen, thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate you coming. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And these are not coincidences. Marjorie Taylor Greene has been spewing this nonsense for a long time. This is her leading up to January 6th.
Representatives and senators can be kicked out and no longer serve in our government. And it's a crime punishable by death, is what treason is.
You know, I'll echo the words of many of my colleagues as we were just meeting together in our GOP conference meeting this morning. This is our 1776 moment.
But here's the deal. If this generation doesn't stand up and defend freedom, it's gone.
Yeah.
And once it's gone, freedom doesn't come back by itself. The only way you get your freedoms back is it's earned with the price of blood.
So again, they believe Donald Trump is their Messiah, they're his disciples, and you are their marks. And the only way to rid ourselves of these political rodents is to vote them out.
What I've been saying for fucking months. Months and months and months. These people are insane. It's not just, no, Biden's just old. Trump's been a criminal his entire fucking life. It's insanity. And it's scary. It's scary how insane these people are. It's scary that in 2023, in the age of information, we live among people who are literally, and I've said it a billion times and I'll say it again, the dumbest people on the planet. Can you prove that he's a criminal, Save? Can you prove it? Because all I've seen is no proof, just hearsay. Now, is he a politician? Yes. Has he probably done some sketchy shit? Yes. But you can't prove it. If you can't prove it, because I can prove. Because I can prove that Trump has been a criminal his entire life. We have the proof. 3,500 plus times sued. 300 businesses lost. He is a sexual predator. Whether the courts say he is or not is of little. Yeah, but see, hearsay tends to say just that. Hearsay. It's just hearsay. It's what somebody else heard. I don't believe in that anymore. I mean, I listen to, stuff that people say. But when I find out that it's fake, I go, I kind of figured. Because a lot of it, it's just that. It's just hearsay. It's not real. There is no proof. they're going after somebody who basically used to stick while Trump has been a criminal empire for his entire life. For his entire life. Just because he became president doesn't mean shit. It does prove, however, that Americans are sadly way too fucking gullible to govern themselves. They're stupid. The majority of the fucking Americans out there that voted for Trump and continue and Trump lies every second of every day. Save he hasn't told the truth once in his entire life. Ever since he could start talking, he's been lying. Biden, just in victims alone, Trump still has more because there are no victims with Biden. Show me a victim. Who got hurt? I can show you actual people. I understand you need to save, but there comes a point when you got to make a stand and go, yeah, evil is evil, corrupt is corrupt, criminal is criminal, and Trump is a criminal. I know it needs to start being said with a little bit more strength behind it. Trump is a criminal. He is going to prison. He is going to be in prison for the rest of his life. His entire family needs to be in prison. And his extended family, meaning Jared, his wife, and his children, they all need to be in jail because they're all criminals. All of them. How have their rights been screwed by Biden? This I got to hear. You had more, they tout jobs, which I don't get. He's done better than Trump. They tout the border being full of holes, and yet it's the same as it's always been because, well, this country runs on it. We run on immigrants. This country has been running on immigrants for a very long time. And the fact that the Republicans don't get this boggles my fucking mind because, the rich are the ones who bought the fucking Republicans. Well, what red flag laws? And if it's for guns, we need it. Currently, we have children, under 18, roaming the streets in Colorado with rifles. How has he weaponized the ATF? Trump funneled billions to his family from taxpayers with tax money. I don't know in what world trying to save lives is worse. He's ripping off his constituents. He made $14 million when the very first day they announced his first indictment. That's how dumb these people are. They're paying a supposed billionaire's legal fees. You can't compare the two. The criminals. It's not the government, man. That's greed. That's straight up greed right there. The government should have stepped in and stopped that shit. And there's been reports of 10-year-olds as well, sis. And that's your governor. That's your governor right there, sis. Who wants that shit? You don't hear Republicans, Democrats saying that shit. There's no such thing as God. No. It's not your fault. No one said it was your fault. We just want the mentally unstable not to have guns. Is that so much to ask for? Is that so much to ask for, Save? That the mentally unstable not have access to weapons of mass destruction or bullets even. If you are a mentally competent, legal American, you can have all the guns you fucking want. No one's saying you can't. Not a single person out there is saying you can't have the guns that you want. We're just saying, be mentally competent, and we got to test you for it. Because a gun isn't a toy. We're getting to that. We have to see. You can't. This is the thing with arguments like this. They always something else. There's always something else to focus on. Always something else that involves that thing. We need to do one step at a time. One step at a time. First, we deal with the guns. Take those, get that step taken care of. Then we talk about the parents and the schooling and how different we can get things to go. We can't discuss all issues every single time. We have to focus on the issue at hand, correct it, and then move on to the next issue. We can't just willy-nilly just start, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Whataboutisms don't help. No, parenting should have been first step thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago. But apparently, we screwed up. Government isn't about parenting. The government is barely about school. Government's main job is to protect you and me from foreign. Well, maybe if the citizens didn't act like such fools, say we wouldn't have to infringe on rights. That's where rights get taken away, and that's why laws were made. That's why rules are made. That's why every single thing, law, rule, policy, it's always because of one dumbass. It's always because of one dumbass who takes it too far. And well, the gun nuts have taken it too far. They want mental patients to have guns. I don't see that as a win. I see that as a loss. We need to change that. They want to take away a cooling off period. That's needed. They need to, society is a mass production of criminals because because there's so many things going on all at the same time, and these things clash. We need better discussions. We need better people thinking better. We need education that gets people to that level, but we can't get to that level until we take some steps in any direction other than confusion. And that's what the whole political bullshit is about. Keeping everybody at each other's throats so we don't see who the real enemy is. And that's the rich. It does not matter the sides. I will give you that. Politicians are politicians. But if politicians are so bad, why does society not say enough? Because we can't. Because guaranteed, the moment we lose our government and our army, our military forces, this country is going to be taken over by somebody. I personally don't want people to have guns. But if you want to have a gun, go for it. A gun isn't going to do a damn thing for you. It's going to embolden you to do something stupid. If you're a responsible gun owner who goes, quote unquote, hunting, there's grocery stores. We don't need to hunt no more. We raise food. I understand that people want to have guns so they can, just in case, the apocalypse comes, which is never gonna. Nah. 2A doesn't understand how tanks and bombs work. I had one guy say, well, they got to come out of the tank sometime. I don't think they understand how armies work. Well, I was in the army, you know how they work. No, you don't. Just saying, man. This is insanity. And it takes away from what really needs to be done. It takes away what needs to be noticed and talked about. And that is, what's really going on. Oh, yeah, I don't care about the police. Cops are fucking stupid. They need to be taken care of well, but we can't continually argue about every last single thing. Yeah, because that's Ukraine. They have nothing. They have to. They have to get innovative. Did you see that one thing I made? I saw one today where somebody stuck 7 AKs on a pod, and they figured out how to get them all to shoot at the same time with one trigger to take out drones. Because that's what Putin means in too. But that doesn't concern us. That doesn't concern us. It shouldn't concern us, even though, well, by the end of it, we'll probably own the fucking country. Which would be great. Where are you going, sis? Sent you a message. Saber, I know you're passionate, and I understand it. But we have to focus. And that's what we can't do. There are so many issues that need to be taken care of, and that need to be taken care of seriously. Serious issues. Okay, good. We need serious fucking thinkers. We can't have this fucking crazy insanity in our government right now. There are people that need to be actively removed. Oh, I know. There's aircraft, boats, cars, trucks, but everybody wants to come here. Why? Because we sold the world a line. And we're not living up to that line. We're not living up to what our parents and grandparents sold us at all. And sold the world. And now I got all these these people my age and older who I think just ate way too many paint chips as a kid, and it's starting to show. Because example after example, I can show constantly all day, and I don't want to because I really don't like listening to these crazy people. But I could. Every single day, I could show you example, every single hour, every single minute, every single day, show you the insanity that has risen up in this country and around the world. But here in this country, we're discussing. The people in this country are nuts. At least a third, well, a good half of the population are nuts. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. I know, I read it. See, I get things quick. I pay attention. Spirit. And I don't mind people. Like I said, I don't mind people. Where are the people in the middle? I'd like to. Well, that's Bernie. No, Bernie's even further left than everybody. I don't know. Where are the people in the middle? I don't know. We've been so focused. All right, sis, you have a good one. I'm sorry you're hurting. Get better. Feel better. It's not just that, though, that they're on the left or the right. That's nothing. You are so in the middle, Ashley. But that's just because you want to be in a human sandwich. How you doing, Ashley? I don't, save. That's the thing with politics as well, is that's why we have lefts and rights and shit like that and different sides. Because everybody wants something different. Everybody thinks something different. Peachy. She's all warm and fuzzy, people. I don't know, man. Like I said, what I showed is insanity itself. I don't think we're reasonable enough. I think we need to have checks and balances that, well, some people might find not fun. But I don't use a gun. I don't need a gun. I like guns. I like watching guns get shot. I like watching people shoot guns. I like bullets. I like, if you ever watched Tau Fledermaus, watch him. He does really cool bullets. Some work, some don't. And I like that kind of stuff. But I don't need a gun in my life. It's just something I don't need. I got a baseball bat for that. And steel-toed shoes. I'm okay, Ashley. I do keep picking this one. You gotta stop that. It's never gonna heal. I don't know. When I hear crazy, I gotta call it out. Oh, is that what Coral made? That's gaudy as hell. We already do. Thought you knew. like the Supreme Court. It needs to be disbanded, and laws need to be enacted where that kind of stuff never happens again. The fuck is that? Yeah, they do. We're doing it all the time. We do it. We're in bed with fucking murderers. Okay? We're in bed with genocidists. Is our country the greatest? Fuck no. It needs to be curtailed and taken down a step or two. You know? We're straight up in bed with some of the most vilest people on the planet. They lock up free press. They lock up anything that gets in their way. Laws are meaningless. They don't mean a thing. They're only there so the people will behave. And when the people push it, government pushes back. Those in power push back. No. I didn't lose no brain cells. I've been doing that to myself for years. With weed. And I jab myself once a week now. I jab myself once a week now. What laws are they, though? That's one thing I'd cheer right quick. That's what I make Congress do. Make them fix the fucking laws, period. How many existing federal gun laws? Okay, you Googled that. Oh, and then it has another thing from the Washington Post, the NRA's fuzzy decades-old claim of 20,000 gun laws. There are two major federal laws that regulate firearm ownership and sales: the National Firearms Act of 1934 and the Gun Control Act of 1968. And that was because of the assassinations of Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, and Martin Luther King. Those laws were created for reasons. Oh, God, yes. Fuck the NRA. But just like everything else, I wouldn't say lapdogs. They were telling people what to do for a long time. Who's the ZOA? Yeah, they need to be sued. Oh, gun owners of America. Now, I'm sure, Save, you remember. Well, you were probably very young, so you probably not remember, but I'm sure you heard when the Black Panthers started going around carrying guns. We got a lot of gun laws suddenly. Wow. Shit in Hawaii sucks, man. Look at that shit. Yeah, well, just more of the same. Oh, yeah, huh. Okay. Oh, but why? Why why restrict guns to one particular group? They're American. They have every right to have a gun. Just like every other American. Well, I should stop that. Not just 2A rights, all rights. We all have the same rights. It's just that we all have fucking rights, and nobody understands that last part. We all have rights. You have a right to be you. I have a right to be me. I don't have a right to tell you what to do with your life. You don't have a right to tell me what to do with my life. And that's where it goes crazy, because everybody thinks that they have a right to tell me what the fuck I can and cannot do with my body. And no, that's where I draw the line. That's why I straight up draw the line. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. I'm not hurting anybody. If I'm not harming anybody, stay the fuck out of my life. Mm. Mm. Unconstitutional. I don't know, man. I keep hearing these same words, and knowing what I know now as opposed to what I knew then. Because like I said before, laws are only there to keep the people in line. They're not there to make life fair for anybody. It's just to keep the people in check. They will step on laws if it's, they want to. We saw that in Cop City and everything, places like that, situations like that. I don't know. I just want to talk and show. But I can't even convince you, Save, so I don't know why I tried. They spent all this money on making black. Now they want to create white. This is good. Let's see. We got IDs and licenses for cars, which are deadly weapons. I don't see the point, So you got a card that says you own a gun. Big whoop. What the fuck? Yeah, whatever. I say smart stuff, you just don't know it. You just don't know it. Because I'm too fast for ya. Understand. Oh, God. I wouldn't want to do that anymore. I'm sick of watching what Hollywood spews out. I'm really hoping this strike never ends and they have to constantly just show repeated shit. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Let's see. I think I can find it. So I can show you this thing. Oh God, they have LED lights for dice. Ooh, they got a cutie in there. Yeah. You look through dungeon dice, and what do you find? Why am I getting shown this shit? Oy vey. No such thing as aliens. That's any size. Oh, who was I watching the other day? One of these Dungeons and Dragons things that I stumble across every once in a while. The guy was talking about making an atheist necromancer. Or some guy wanted to make a warrior that used a boulder as his main weapon. Wish I could find it. It was a neat tie. Hey, Marcus. What are you laughing at now? You know, every time I see the laughing, crying emoji, it just makes me sigh. Because too many people use it. Let's see. There's so many dice out there. Oh, McDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, I wish I could find them. Oh well. I don't sing old McDonald. I don't sing much of anything, actually. I got all these fucking songs in my head. Especially the shit you see on fucking shorts. I'm getting kind of tired of that. Same fucking song over and over and over and over again by way too many people. Oh, the Ashley version of the song. I see. What was played at the beginning of the video, Jutao? Oof. Murphy's. Be nice. Oh, wow. The Ecuadorian presidential candidate was assassinated with a gun. Right on. We're going to get some more assassinations going. We need those. Wow. That sucks. Find that evil gun. Send it to jail. Needs to go to gun jail. No, see, this is where y'all get me wrong. I don't mind guns. I don't. Have all the guns you want. I also advocate for the assassination of a lot of fucking people on this planet that need to die. But who decides that? Oh, your actions. Your deeds. I know I'm boring. I don't have any car chases. We're cops. Cops are boring. I'm usually bored of watching cop videos. Oh, this orange one again, huh? No, she's a show off. They all need to lose it, Rob. They all. Well, you need to buy gasoline. I mean, for a good reason to buy gasoline, you need a car, which you need a license for. If that glass bottle holds liquor, yes. A T-shirt depends on what's on the T-shirt. Say we need to make stupidity illegal. Let's make making excuses illegal. Standing up for what you believe in, even if it is wrong. To make everything illegal and throw everybody in prison. Breathing illegal. I'm sure, Rob. Yeah, but anything may be a weapon, but maybe I'm never wrong. I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. I'm always right. It comes from not being in anything or part of anything. Forever and always being on the outside of society and groups. I'm not part of the Democratic Party or the Republican Party or the Libertarian Party. I'm not a party of that. Don't do sports. Don't do church. Don't do religions. Don't do any of it. I do not engage in societal norms. I'm an individual. I'm an individual unlike any individual you've ever met before. nothing but a pencil. Yep, save. I've done that myself. I voted for both sides because I don't think, but then again, I was young and stupid and I wasn't really paying attention. Now I'm paying attention. Okay, I don't get this. Hello, Gigi Deb. I don't get this. I'm gonna shop.
With me on a Tuesday afternoon in broad daylight, is that too? All I want is for someone to pin me against a wall in an alleyway and have their way with me on a Tuesday afternoon in broad daylight. Is that too much to ask for? Also, can I have the roast chicken with a side of mashed potatoes, please? Thank you.
Hey, y'all.
That was funny. I wish I was playing WoW again. I miss playing WoW. Not just by Democrats. All right, Rob, you have a great one. Thanks for stopping in. I'd like to know what construction we got going on, too. Well, if you can't trust it, Deb, what's the point of having it? If you can't trust it, there's no point to it. If there's no point to it, why do we have it? And if there's no point to it, and why do we have it? How do we change it, fix it, get rid of it? We can't. And we never will. Just because you can say, well, it's corrupt and this and that and the other thing, it's still there tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. How do you change it? Can't protest. Protesting does nothing. That's been proven over and over and over again. So you get quote unquote canceled online, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, that's the way to go about it. No. Got to change it from the inside. Bullets kill people. So do knives, blunt objects, poisons, toxins. Lots of things kill people. The only one that is done intentionally with the intent to inflict bodily harm and or death are guns. Well, blunt objects too, I guess, and poisons. Hammers, ladders, wet concrete, icy roads, black ice. There's a million and one things that can kill you on this planet. We got West Nile up here going after the birds now. They're starting to suffer from it. We already had one case in this town that I live in of a human having West Nile. No, I don't want to get rid of firearms. I don't care, Save. I've never said I wanted to get rid of. Oh, Good Citizen News just got arrested. Let's go see what happened with him. But no, I don't. Save, I don't want anybody to lose their guns. If you want a gun, have a gun. I don't care. All I'm saying, and all that I advocate for, is having a few checks and balances in there, so where people who are mentally unstable, who don't have the mental capacity to understand that a gun is a tool to use only in extreme circumstances and not to be used flippantly or, with abandon. And we just have common sense, just common sense gun laws. That's it. Just good old common sense about gun ownership. Required people to have a class, required people to be educated on how to use, maintain, and the do's and don'ts of firearms as a, part of the process. And other than that, go for it. Have all the guns you fucking want, man. Have your house bristling from one corner to the next with guns everywhere. I don't care. Oh, I love roast beef sandwiches. Oh, we are screaming, just no one's listening. Because we don't care. Because there's too many problems in the world. We can't cover everything all at the same time. We have to start somewhere. Like I keep saying, we're so all over the place that we don't really solve anything. You need to get a starting point, get that started, finished, start something else. Yeah, don't listen to them. Let's screw them. I'm going to have my guns. There's nothing you can do about it. They're perfectly legal. Until the government realizes they can just buy up all the primers and you'd all be shit out of luck. Giggity. That's all that needs to happen. They just have to own the primers and or the gunpowder. You can have all the fucking guns you want. You ain't gonna be using them much except for a fucking doorstop. That's what I'm saying. Haha. Oh, good Lord, Ashley. Now you got her singing. Anyway. 13. Yeah, I know. Gunpowder too, man. Used to be cheap, now it's not. Now, do I know how to make gunpowder? Yes. Would I? No. But can I? Yes. I think it's too much. If we just correct the right thing, society will correct itself. And that's never going to be. It's always going to be what it's going to be. Fucked up and all over the place. All you can really do as an individual is put out there what you want the world to be, and hopefully it sticks somewhere along the line. Until they get wet. I can't go on Good Citizen shit. Too many other people on his fucking thing piss me off. And with no lube. They're violating people with no lube. Well, as long as they're giving you a reach around, you know. Just be thankful you don't live in other countries. You might not get groceries. No, that's true, Joe. Yeah, well, Walmart created that, and the government created Walmart. It's all bullshit. Not so much. I mean, yeah. Bit. I don't do Amazon, man. I can't. Not give them a dime. I'll give Walmart a dime. My cat's so picky too. Oh my God, she's picky, picky, picky. It's never the same stuff twice. I don't know who told me about that. Oh, God. Well, people. Ashley, I miss you. You should stop by more often. Or do a live yourself. But this has already gone off the rails. So I'm going to take off. I got sleep to catch up on. Save. I love talking to you, Rob. Murphys, Ashley, and all those people back up. Oh, go. That's good. But I'm going to take off, people. And especially all you lurkers out there. Y'all have a great day. Watch the beginning of this video. Listen to those words because it's truth. MAGA has gone insane. And more insane than they've ever been before. Be careful, people. Stay safe. Save. You have a good night, too. Yes, you, Mr. Star. Lurkers. But I'm going to take off. Because, yeah. Lurkers. I'll see you on the next one. Stay sane, everybody.